Hi, Sam again, thanks very much for watching. We're going to flip it today. So far we've focused on advice for candidates. Today what I want to do is give my viewpoint as a recruiter as 3 things that all the best sales recruitment processes have in common. So the first thing that's really important and all good recruitment processes have in common is access to the hiring manager. Now it's part and parcel, particularly when working with bigger businesses, that we liaise and work with internal HR or internal recruitment teams, and that's absolutely fine. But the key element to this is that the recruiter or the headhunter has access to the hiring manager. They get a brief from the horse's mouth about what it is they're actually wanting. They get feedback on candidate interviews about what was good and what wasn't good, and therefore as a recruiter we can go and we can change our searches accordingly. The second thing, which all great processes have in common, is time. And this is probably, I think, the most important part of the sales recruitment process, particularly in the part of the market where I work, because it turns so quickly. And when I talk about time, there are various different things. The first thing is the number of interview stages. Some organisations have drawn out 4-stage interview processes where they meet everybody in the business from the cleaner to the CEO, and it's simply not required in the majority of instances. The best processes quite often combine 2 or 3 interview processes into one day. So if that individual's taking time off to come and see the interview, they can maybe tick 2 of those boxes on the same day. But the other thing with regards to time is the time in between those stages. If you meet a candidate on the Monday and you really like him and there's a second stage that you want to get him into, it's imperative you make that happen as quickly as possible, not leaving it 1 or 2 or 3 weeks into the future. And particularly as we're coming into summertime and holidays, that's something really important that if I was an organisation, I'd be focusing on. And the third part of time as well is your availability to interview. Quite often people are coming out on their lunch break or coming after or before work. So the organisations that say, yeah, I'll meet somebody at 7:30 in the morning, or yeah, I'll stay till 7:30 at night to meet somebody, give the candidate the best chance to come and actually be able to meet them. And it also shows something about their attitude as a sales leader as well. And the third thing that all great sales recruitment processes have in common is that they see it's a 2-way process. They don't beast their candidates, they realise that they need the candidates just as much as the candidates need them. And they sell to them the company as best as they can, both in terms of their experience when they actually get there, but also in terms of their experience in the process with regards to quick and timely feedback and ensuring any next steps are solidified very, very quickly. So there we have it, the 3 traits that all successful sales recruitment organisations have in common. And to summarise, I put it down to being 2 things. The first is being decisive and acting quickly to make sure we don't miss out on those gems in the marketplace that might get offered a job by a competition. And the other part of it is being accessible, both in terms of the recruiter, so they've got all the information they need in order to go and do their searches and find the right guys, but also in terms of the candidate. Being accessible so they can physically come and meet you and they can engage in the interview process. Thank you very much for listening.